me.
What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Dens from the OBGMS over here. We come from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Hey, what's up? My name is Cola, and I play the drums in the OBGMs.
Well, we play in a band called the OBGMs, and we're from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
I would say that we're not necessarily influenced by any one artist or band in particular. I think, me personally, I'm more interested in the vibe. I really like loud things and loud artists that command attention. So if I'm ever influenced by anything, it's about what they're trying to achieve. So I would say like artists like Prince, artists like Kanye, artists like Jay-Z, artists like Nirvana. Not just for their music per se, but just for like that vibe. The music that they made, the art that they made was loud and it commanded your attention.
Movies, okay. In terms of music, anything that seems honest or dangerous, I'm fucking with. Like, I love it. Like, from the softest to the hardest, if it seems like it has some depth there, I'm all for it. And that's any genre. That's rock, rap, jazz, R&B, folk, country, dance, pop. If it seems honest, I'm 100% about it. In terms of books, one book I just recently read was Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Really good guidance. A lot of verses and stuff like that I thought was really cool. Sex at Dawn by Christopher Ryan. I particularly like it. It's less about sex and more about human interaction, cross-cultural boundaries and whatnot, and how things operate differently within different countries, like relationships. Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. That's gonna be a classic must-read, especially off of African American novelists. That's a must-read. The War of Art by Stephen Pressfield. That's another good one. It's more of a self-help book, but a self-help book specifically to those looking for the betterment of whatever it is they do creatively, or any sort of conquest that would bring you to the next level. In terms of movies, anything Stanley Kubrick, anything Christopher Nolan, I'm 1000% about. Also, this other film called The Cook, the Thief, His Wife, and Her Lover. That's a film that has recently come up to be one of my favorites. I also like Hereditary by Ari Aster. Probably the scariest movie to come out since The Exorcist itself. And, other movies like gangster movies like Paid in Full, Godfather, even Scarface, ahead of its time. And also another one that a lot of people are going to hate me for, Crash. The 90s one, not the 2000s one, the 90s one. I thought that was a really good film.
My favorite book is Mother Night by Kurt Vonnegut. Favorite type of music is like, some upbeat guitar based, or any sort of music along those lines. And then favorite movie, I'm gonna have to go with a classic, Nightmare Before Christmas. I just love it, man. It's really good.
Our album is out. It's October 30th. Man, I feel amazing. I feel blessed. It was a long road to get this album made. And we had a lot of great support from our label and from the producer, Dave Schiffman, in making this happen. And we're very happy. I think we made something timeless. If I'm going to give you my honest opinion, I haven't heard an album that's ever sounded like this, that has taken that many risks and was that good. I really like it. I think a lot of times artists are really trying to find a way to put their heart in people's ears. And I think we did it. This is the first time I can say, like, yeah, this is it. This is me.
I feel good, but I'm ready for it to just drop right now. Denz and I and Joe, we've been working on a lot, and like we just got tons more music and tons more output to happen. So I'm super excited about that. But this album, very, very excited for the world to hear it.
You know, I'm just as stoked as possible to be releasing this music. I think it's the engaging, energetic, frantic, heartfelt punk music that people need right now.
The album writing process involves a lot of tears and liquor, dark rooms as well. It's mostly just me sitting in a room by myself, making songs that I think are amazing during the week, but when I get there, I hate. So struggling with that, and a lot of putting myself down a lot until we get something that works, and then eventually just bring the whole band together, put it in a pot, and it makes the OBGM. It's a chaotic process, but this is the best version that we ever had of it, though.
I'll leave a lot of the writing portion for Denz to actually handle, but usually Denz writes the lyrics, he brings it to me, we play it in a room over and over and over again, we record it, make it sound really, really dope, and ensure that it'll sound good listening back to it. After which, we bring in Joe, show the parts, we finesse it a little bit more, and then we, you know, go to our producer, who's Dave, right? Dave Schiffman, the legend. We go to him. After we go to him, you know, he tweaks it, lets us know where we could perfect it, and then we bring it to the studio, record it, and he polishes it up, you know, shines it real nice. And boom, there's our record.
We did pre-production with Dave Schiffman about a year ago now, pretty much, in at our Rehearsal Factory studio in Geary Avenue. Dave Schiffman came all the way from LA. He believes in us. He's a great dude. Shout out to Dave. As well as we had a little bit of helping hand from Steph Babcock from Pup. And so with the two of them and our brilliant label, we all got together and just wrote some tunes in and around a month's time, and I love them.
Cover a lot. It's a lot centered around death. A lot of it is centered around the end of all things. That means the end of toxic relationships, the end of the way I'm dealing with things right now, the end of being quiet, and the end of the lies that I tell myself in the mirror. So I really wanted to make an album themed about a bunch of different endings, and a lot of it is about the start of something new. This band has really struggled with getting our comeuppance, and I really feel like I wanted to write about that. I wanted to write about how angry I am not being seen, and all the sacrifices I'm doing to make this happen. And honestly, man, I'm really, really proud of it. I'm really proud of this album. Really proud of the structure of it.
Album, death, dying, threats, fighting, the end. That's what it's about. The end.
So the themes of the album, the ends, would have to be about just that. It'd be about the fucking apocalypse, about the goddamn end of the world, and what could possibly come afterwards. There's a lot of life and death. And I believe we talk about dying several times in the lyrics of the album. Yeah, so that's what it's about.
Fight Song was a music video released in August, and that was my directorial debut. We needed a music video, and I was like, all right, we can go and shoot it then. We're going to do it ourselves, and it was good. I did do another video after that, edited another video and co-directed with great artist Claremont II, and contributions from the band as well. So that video is called Outside, and it's out right now. It's great. It's a movie, and you'll see a lot more projects from us, or from me video-wise, for the band and for other things.
If you've been paying attention, we actually just released a video for Outside, and I highly suggest that you go and you watch it, and then you share it with all your friends, and we will release more music, more music videos, that is.
Cash is on the Nova Twins Voices of the Unheard playlist, and how do I feel about it? Man, I feel amazing. First and foremost, if you've ever heard the Nova Twins, they are just killers. They're amazing at their work, they're amazing at their craft, and they have a standout sound. To be recognized by any artist as talented as that is honestly heartwarming, and I can't speak enough about it. I'm very, very appreciative of this. And more importantly, I think that what the Nova Twins are doing, which is like a band like us, is what we're doing is we're trying to spread awareness to Black, Indigenous, and people of color within these rocks and alternative spaces, and bring awareness to that. We are here. We sound a lot different. We're doing a lot of different things, and that's cool. And bringing awareness to us is the first step to you knowing that we exist here and that we're here to stay and that we're here to dominate. And I really, really do thank Nova Twins for using their platforms to do that. It's definitely inspiring.
Playlist. Look, when anybody that is super dope, that you respect their musical abilities and whatnot and what they represent, it's always cool when they respect you for what you do, because you respect them for what they do. So the Nova Twins, like, messing with us, like, anybody that fucks with us, we fuck with them. So we love them, and I guess they love us too. So yeah, that's always really, really dope.
Nova Twins are up there. Oxymorons, OXYMORRONS, Danny Denial, King Youngblood, Troy Irons, John Crow, Sate, S-A-T-E, she's awesome. Man, there's just so many, but those are just some to name a few. Hopefully I got them all, man, but there's so many good artists that are out there right now.
This seems to change a lot for me, like a lot of the time, but just some names: Ice Age, Show Me the Body, Dear God, Eve's Tumor, Mets, Pup, Pew Pew Pew, Le Deluxe. Like, these are like, I mean, a lot of those bands are bands that I know personally, and but yeah, this changes day to day to day, just because there's so much music out there. It's hard to just stick to just one.
All right, I'm gonna list them all off in no particular order. I love Every Time I Die, The Fall of Troy, Mets, Refused. I love, I don't know, System of a Down. I love, yeah, I love it all. I love even the Born Ruffians, you know? I love some other local homies like Dear God, up and coming brilliant dudes, and obviously Pup, you know, fucking amazing band. I love Crazy Bones.
Have to say, I'll name a couple. The first one I would say is one that we played in, which is Afropunk in Paris 2017. I feel like that show is the favorite show I've ever played. I had a great time. People were dressed to the nines, and they're still in mosh pits for us. If you ever seen a video for that, we killed it. We killed that show. And when I think about, like, if I pass down something to my kids, it'll probably be a video of that show. It'll let them know what their dad did, you know? Otherwise, I'd say a show that kind of introduced me to rock would have been the Carps. The first rock show I ever been to. There's a local Toronto band out here headed by a guy named Jamal Padmore. And he just killed the show. He's like from a similar walk of life as me, and he's very, very inspiring on stage and helped me like know that I wanted to be in a band.
I'd probably have to say that would be seeing Prince live. I spent my last $60 in my account. I was just a broke student, and I think it was about 8 of us who went, a group of 8 or 9 of us went, and we were up in the bleachers, and to feel that energy in a stadium, and for him to do 3 encores. And I remember leaving and being upset because we heard the night before he did like 5 encores, but he did 3 encores, and it's just like, it doesn't get no better than that. You know, he's the man forever.
Hands down, it was at Riot Fest here in Toronto. It was one of those get in the van scenarios from Henry Rollins' book. It's like we just finished playing Pop Montreal, and we couldn't even sleep after our show at 1 a.m. in Montreal, drove straight back to Toronto, and like we're late for our own sound check on the main stage at Riot Fest, where we opened for Alexis on Fire, Cancer Bats, and Monine. And so Monine was the very first band that I ever saw live in my life and made me want to be a musician. So it was just a fulfilling and beautiful day in my eyes to have opened for them, shared the stage with my fucking heroes. Yeah.
What do I feel about the future of music in the pandemic era? I don't feel very optimistic. I feel like the landscape of shows have changed, and it will be changed for the foreseeable future. And I know there are some shows coming back right now, but you know, I just don't see the long-term path back for the touring artists yet. And hopefully I'm wrong. But that being said, I do feel there's a cool opportunity to address the landscape as to which music takes place and is accepted. And it really forces artists to become more creative on how to connect with their fan bases or potential fan bases. And I think that's the wave. Instead of just working on in person, being more personable anywhere you are. And I think that's the wave. And as soon as artists are able to find that, they're gonna find that success long term. And we're still looking, trust me.
Well, right now I don't see a future in it until everything is solved with COVID-19. Anything that's like a placeholder that, anything that's a placeholder, it's gonna be cool for a month, and then it's just gonna be loser territory. Like, I feel like all these live to air, like Instagram concerts and stuff, I feel like that was cool for the first 2 months, and then everybody kept doing the same thing, and then it got really, really lame. So it's kind of like, all right, that's a little boring now. And then people had the drive-in concerts, and people who are enjoying, they would honk, but you gotta stay in your car. Like, that's only cool for a couple weeks. But you want to touch the people. You want to, part of live performance is actually being involved with the people. So maybe it'll start off, like when it comes back, it'll start off with smaller venues and smaller shows, and then it'll work its way up back to what it used to be. But as of right now, there is no future.
I'm already seeing like great friends of mine having some success, like my friends in Rarity, the band, and my friends in Stuck on Planet Earth. Both of them have done the outdoors show, and like, you know, if that's what it comes to, and these guys are killing it already, then I can only imagine like in a couple months, it probably will not be so bad to be a musician anymore. We'll be getting back to performing and feeling good and fulfilling, you know? Yeah.
Word for my French fans, what I will let you know is that I am learning French. I live in a house with 2 fluent French speakers, my daughter and my fiance, and I'm tired of being the only one that can't speak the divine language, so I need to learn. Do not make fun of me when you see me in France, okay? Or in Quebec or anywhere. Do not make fun of me, because I'm gonna talk to you. Even if you want to talk to me in English, I'm gonna talk to you in French because I need to learn. Please accept me. All right, guys.
We love France. We love Belgium. We love all of Europe, as a matter of fact, and we can't wait to come back. We love the French fans. The French fans have treated us with so much love every time we've been out there, and we can't wait to reach back. Hopefully this COVID stuff like ends pretty soon. Keep spreading our music, and if you keep spreading our music, the demand will go up for us to be there, and we will be there. So it's on you as well. And my apologies for not knowing French as well as I should. I am going to start taking French classes, and I hope to converse with you in your language, as opposed to me just being an ignorant North American. All right, peace.
We're sorry that we haven't been there in a while. Nous sommes désolés. Because, you know, there was a time where we performed in France quite a lot. Like, we played This Is Not a Love Song Fest. We played like lots of Afro-punk festivals, like in Paris, and you know, just the French people treat us really, really well. We love being there for you guys, and you guys go hard. So we'll be back very soon. Love you guys.